Is it okay for AI bots to substitute for human relationships? Now, we've seen movies like this quite a bit recently. Well, within the last few years, there's the movie Her and so forth, and where people form relationship. Well, a guy forms a relationship with his Siri phone, right? The Siri function on his phone, or Siri-ish function on his phone. But we are starting to see relationship bots, right? Where the bot pretends to be a person's girlfriend, and I think it's kind of interesting. This is also happening in an era where we've never felt more lonely. There's an article that was recently written in The Atlantic by David Brooks called "How America Got Mean," and I think the opening of this has some interesting statistics. The percentage of people who say they don't have close friends has increased fourfold since 1990. The share of Americans aged 25 to 54 who weren't married or living with a romantic partner went up to 38% in 2019 from 29% in 1990. A record high 25% of 40-year-old Americans have never been married. More than half of all Americans say that no one knows them well. The percentage of high school students who report persistent feelings of sadness and hopelessness shot up from 26% in 2009 to 44% in 2021. And that's from David Brooks's article, How Americans Got Mean. So I want to contextualize this ethical question within that data, that we're living in an age of historic loneliness, disconnection, hopelessness. And so, yeah, I could see where it makes sense for somebody to feel disconnected and lonely and needing some sort of human connection and saying, well, I can't, for whatever reason, make a human connection with another person. So why not a bot? I need somebody. I'm going to reach out to a bot. So here's an ethical question around that. So I have this friend, and so he's never been very good with women. He's just kind of awkward, doesn't know how to approach them, doesn't know how to talk to them. So he's gotten rejected a lot. So he finds this app that allows him to create a customized girlfriend, right? And because there's a video component, she's kind of looks realistic when he's talking to her on the phone as a digitalized video. And he gives her all kinds of characteristics that he likes, that he wants in a girlfriend. She's caring. She knows, about French New Wave movies. She knows how to talk to him in a provocative way that he enjoys. So he customizes this bot and really starts, over the next couple months, really starts to develop what he thinks is a very deep relationship with this AI girlfriend. And, because the girlfriend remembers their conversation, and she gets to know him better too through the iterative process of their exchanges. And so knows exactly what to say to him to make him feel happy and satisfy his emotional needs. And so eventually, maybe about a year into it, you're talking to him about, this virtual girlfriend. We'll call her Valerie. You start talking about Valerie, and turns out he starts talking about Valerie like she's a real person. Like there's no distinction anymore for him between this Valerie he's been interacting with and a real human being, right? She's completely real to him now. And lo and behold, for some reason, you've met this other person, this girl, and she has said, you know what? That friend of yours, Ryan, we'll call him Ryan, right? The guy who's in love with the AI bot, call him Ryan. She says, Ryan, he's kind of cute. Could you introduce me to him? Like, yeah, sure. And then you're like, should I tell her that Ryan is in love with this virtual girl? I won't. I'll talk to Ryan about it. So you go over to Ryan, you say, hey, Ryan, hey, man, Sally, we'll call her Sally over here. She's a really cool girl. I think she might like you. I could set you up on, we could go on a double date, kind of fix you up. Ryan's like, nah, I can't do it. I can't cheat on my girlfriend. It's like, you don't really have a girlfriend. It's like, what do you mean? I've been seeing her for like a year now. She's my A-bot girlfriend. And so he like turns down going out with the real human being because he doesn't want to cheat on the AI bot. Now, what's your ethical question is, do you intervene? Do you go and say, hey man, that is not cool? This is not a real human being. You need to have a relationship with a real human being. And this woman is available and interested in you. Do you break into his house and delete the AI bot, delete that thing so he's forced to go out with a real human being? Or do you just say, hey man, that's cool. Live with your illusion. If it's making you happy, no skin off my back. I'll let her know that you're in love with an AI bot, and that's who you've decided to have a committed relationship with. So lots of ethical issues in that ethical conundrum, right? Personally, I would probably choose the ethic of care and say, well, as long as you are being satisfied by this person or this AI bot and it's meeting your emotional needs and you're happy, do what you need to do. I can also see another argument being made, a societal one, saying like, okay, as a society, we think this is wrong. Like, we need to have men and women get together, and not just for loneliness and for mental health reasons, which are valid reasons, but we also need them to procreate. We need new generations of human beings to be born, to keep our species going and to keep the economy going and government going and everything else that humanity has built. We need them to continue on. So, if these girlfriend bots or boyfriend bots are interfering with our ability as a society to procreate and replace ourselves, then we've got to intervene and say this is not allowed. I don't know, definitely a couple interesting ethical questions there on a personal level, and then also on a government societal level that one day we might need to make around this too, right? So I'm interested in what you have to say about this as well. Like, what would you do in that particular situation?